Do you think social media has given women unrealistic expectations of their desirability?
Yeah.
100%. Definitely.
Why do women post provocative pictures on social media?
I guess attention? That's what I would say.
They're not confident and they want more likes.
You crave this kind of attention from other people that you haven't got in other aspects of your life.
They want just to be approved by the society.
I mean, if I was going to post a provocative picture, it would be just for attention.
A lot of the time to impress guys and to impress girls, just so like they're confident.
There's literally no difference between a woman posting a bikini picture and a man posting a picture topless on the beach. There's no difference, except the only difference is the way that people respond to it.
We're feeling ourselves. We're allowed to own our bodies and enjoy them and think we look beautiful. You don't have to sexualize every single thing you see. And if you want to, why not? Like, we're sexual beings, we deserve to own that.
So I think you can post whatever you want in whatever way, and embracing your sexuality, especially being open about it on social media, is actually quite a brave thing to do these days, and I would never put someone down for doing that. I'd say you post whatever you want to post.
You feel fucking good about your body, and you're allowed to feel good about your body, so you can post your pictures.
As long as it doesn't upset anyone or be like offensive. I think there's nothing wrong with getting your tits out,
If that's what the girl wants to do herself, right?
Absolutely.
Well, why
I feel
not?
like, I mean, there is kind of like the pressure to have a strong social media presence.
Yeah, I find this one an interesting question because I don't think there's anything. I know what you mean by provocative photos, but I don't think there's such thing.
I don't think there's any difference between putting women and men. I don't think there's a difference. It's the same as a man putting one in his like swim trunks.
Showing his abs, it would also be provocative,
I don't see why it's a specifically aimed question at women, to be honest.
I think photos of women embracing their sexuality aren't to provoke men. And that's quite a Victorian way of thinking.
Some people do, like, they're like doing it as like a body positivity thing. Some people do that, but then it's like, are you really doing it for that, or is it just attention? I'm not always sure.
It's like, it's an attention thing, isn't it? It's like,
I would say it's attention.
I'm pretty.
Look at me.
Give me attention. Tell me I'm pretty.
Date me, please. I'm so lonely.
That's what it really means.
Yeah.
Are women attracted to men who comment on their photos and say they are beautiful?
No.
No.
It's kind of creepy in my opinion. Like,
Depends who the man was.
If someone comments on my picture, I would never, ever, ever go and follow that up with a message back.
In a way, I think it depends on the way they say it. If they're literally just saying, "Oh, you're beautiful," then yes. But if they're saying it in a really like disgusting way, then not at all.
If a random bloke comments on your picture saying, "Oh my god, you're sexy," no one's gonna like that.
I get the weirdest comments on my pictures. I get comments that, if I was to show you my Instagram message requests, I think most of my male friends would be really disgusted by what I get. And like, the comments on my pictures from people I don't know are really weird, and I have to delete them straight away.
No, if I didn't know them, then no. If it was a random guy and I was like, you don't know me, I don't know you, then I'd be like,
Unless they look like Channing Tatum.
I never get comments that I'm like, let me go and find out who you are. It's always like, hey, sexy, like, just, crass, like, not well thought out, not funny things. It's just like gross.
Would you be attracted to them though? Would you be like, oh, this guy just told me I'm beautiful?
I think you'd feel flattered, yeah. You would feel flattered, but that doesn't make me attracted to anyone.
Would you ever date a guy that just comments on your photos?
I mean, I wouldn't date a guy, but it doesn't bother me that much. Because if you put something out there, if you have made it public rather than private, then you're not necessarily like inviting it, but like you shouldn't, but I wouldn't be too bothered by it.
What social media platforms are you on?
Instagram.
I guess everything.
Instagram the most.
Snapchat, Instagram, Tumblr,
Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Facebook, although that's for older people now.
Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat.
Most of them, not Twitter though.
Not Twitter. I don't use Snapchat anymore.
Yeah. Unless it's with friends.
I like Twitter because it's
Twitter is probably our main source of news.
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. I deleted Tinder last week. It wasn't working for me.
I had Tinder for about a week and I hated it.
Someone can chat so well on social media, and then in person be completely silent.
So I swipe right to very few people that I see, whereas guys,
Yeah,
I think
I
might
reckon guys
swipe to.
For dating though, has anyone ever tried to DM you or
Yeah.
like, hey girl?
Yeah, but I have a boyfriend, so I don't care about it.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to talk to someone in real life and gauge a response, because you can tell whether someone finds something funny or not in real life, but it's so easy to just type.
Do you think attention and feedback women receive from social media is positive or negative for their self-esteem?
Bit of both.
I think it depends on the person as well.
Yeah.
I think for some women who take it the right way, they do see it very positively. But if people find like self-validation and things like that, then no.
First of all, I think you compare yourself a lot on social media.
Right now, there's a lot of articles saying like Instagram is bad for people's self-esteem.
I don't think the feedback is always real.
I think it can be a healthy way to like build your self-confidence. But if you're comparing yourself,
So I'm on private and I have a lot of follow requests from weird people. I'd never accept them because I don't want any of that. I literally just have people I know. So I wouldn't get any bad stuff.
Okay.
Fashion, what's
so it's
fashion?
an app when you can change the shape of your body. So
Oh, I heard of this.
I think a lot of people, like a lot of girls in particular,
They do this.
they do this.
It's nice feedback in terms of likes. I heard a rumor the other day that they were getting rid of Instagram likes.
Oh, really?
And I thought, oh no, because how am I meant to know when my photos are doing well or not? But I think it is a good thing.
People say like social media and Instagram and things can be like so dangerous for like mental health and all of this. But actually it's just about who you follow and the friends you actually have.
Of course. I mean, it's always a pleasure to receive a good comment on your pictures. Yeah.
It's flattering short term to get feedback and say, get nice comments on your pictures and get 300 likes, and you think, oh, I've done really well then, like my photo went down well. But at the same time, there's huge competitivity, and I even compare myself with my friends, and it's not like healthy, I don't think.
Do you think social media has changed the dating scene in recent years?
I think so.
100%. Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
100%.
I think people are more open to dating because of social media. It gives people a lot more opportunities.
Before it'd be like, oh, Facebook official, but now it's more about Instagram.
With Instagram, which is a lot about like, showing yourself.
And also definitely like look at their Instagram before.
Yeah, like stalk it.
Yeah.
Like boys have a better perception of girls. Girls are so pretty, and boys they don't know what they're doing on Instagram. So boys think there's loads of really pretty girls, and they can take that pic.
When you start knowing someone, you like look at their social media, and that might like deter you from wanting to see them.
So before I go on a Tinder date, I will go on the Facebook and the Instagram, and I'll find out if I think they're going to be someone like normal or not, and like
Sure.
you look for things that might be red flags.
I met my first boyfriend on social media.
It's also a lot easier to talk to people, I think, on things like Messenger.
Easy to see the other person, but you need to know the person, so it's like physical thing.
But it also allows people to hide behind screens. It's like you don't meet anyone in person.
Yeah, but you
before
do. You
see
probably are more likely to speak to more people because you have more confidence if you can hide behind the screen.
They might see each other in person and not message, and then like slide into their DMs a bit later or whatever. It's kind of taken away personal
You never meet someone in
connection.
person.
With social media, you can look someone up and find out as much as you want to know about them and have a judgment of them before you've met them. So in terms of like blind dates, it's never really a blind date when it's social media, because you can stalk someone quite extensively and get an opinion before you've met them.
I'd never meet someone in a
Unless they're a
bar
friend.
unless I'm really fucked and someone's like, can I have your number? And then I don't know who they are the next day.
I don't like talking to people like digitally before I've met them, because then I don't know how they'll take anything that I say.
Do you think women themselves contribute to the sexualization and objectification of women because of their social media use?
Yes, but I think the reason for that is how society told them to act.
Women aren't, I don't think. I don't think women aren't the ones who are sexualizing things.
Obviously there are going to be those girls out there who will bitch and like slate other girls, but I don't think it would be right to put it as a whole.
You're on a beach in a bikini, but you're having the best time and you're traveling and it's so fun. It's so different to posts which you can tell are tailored to please men in some way.
Maybe because of what they post on social media. it's always like when you go to a party, you post a picture of yourself like this. Like, you see, like
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like it's more showing her body and everything that like just see the place and oh, what a beautiful party she's going to show herself, and not the party.
And the fact that the line is, are you doing it to please men, or are you doing it to please yourself?
Mm.
The way you choose to put everything on social media is your choice, and you can do what you want with that, and people shouldn't choose to sexualise that.
I watched a Cardi B music video today that really upset me because this man was fully clothed, like just sitting on a chair, and she had her ass out twerking on him. It's posts and like things on social media which show women having to use their sexuality to gain approval from men.
You have anything you'd like to add? Anything else?
No, it's been really interesting. It wasn't the kind of questions I thought we'd get.
Can't think of anything.
What's the guy's name?
Alexander Grace.
Will you look it up?
Yeah.
You have to make a note of it.
Do you have anything you'd like to add? Anything on your own, just like that comes to mind?
What's the channel name?
Yeah, Alexander Grace.
Okay, so follow Alexander Grace